Hey, welcome to Rich Girl Era, the second episode. And like how I promised in the last one, today we're going to be talking about how we can use AI in our daily routine to create more time. Time we can use to build wealth, knowledge, growth, and basically step deeper into our Rich Girl Era. Now, listen, I really thought this episode was going to be super easy. I thought I would sit down, Google a few things, come back with like, here are free AI tools. Boom, enjoy your extra 5 hours a day. Yeah, no. Reality, it was not that easy. AI is still at the beginning of its journey. And honestly, half the things online just slap the word AI on their website but do absolutely nothing. The other half costs like $100 a month for features I'm not even convinced I need. So I did what any sensible girl would do. I took all the free trials I could find. And in today's episode, I'm giving you a full breakdown of what I tried, what actually works, and how you can use AI in your everyday life without burning a hole in your pocket. But before we get into tools, we need to understand where our time actually goes. So I broke down an average day in the life of me, Garima. And honestly, your routine is probably pretty close. Here's what an average human day looks like: 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours working or studying, 1 hour engaging with community or family, 1.5 hours doing household chores, 1 hour personal care, 2.5 hours on phone, TV, social media, let's be honest, mostly social media, and 1 hour free time. So, if we want to make room for growth, wealth building, learning, whatever, we need to understand where the hours are going first. We need to start with the most important time of all: your sleep. Because, girl, if your sleep is a mess, your life is a mess, your money is a mess, your decisions are a mess, your mood is a mess. Everything starts with sleep. And here's why sleep matters and why half the planet is struggling. Approximately 1 in 3 adults worldwide have trouble sleeping, and some estimates says up to 45% of the world's population may be experiencing sleep problems. So if you're tossing and turning at night, congratulations, you're basically part of a global club. Around 1 in 3 adults say they don't get enough or good quality sleep. And women, yes, us, sit in a high risk category along with older people, people with chronic medical conditions, people with mental health challenges. Basically, everyone who actually needs sleep gets the least sleep. Amazing. All right, let's get into juicy part. How sleep and your finances are tied together. Because this is not just about being tired. This is about your money. So, lack of sleep leads to decreased job performance. Whether you work for someone else or you work for yourself, lack of sleep hits hard. Your thinking slows down, your creativity disappears, and you make silly errors. Your productivity drops, which means your earning potential drops. Second, absenteeism. Either you're not showing up or you're showing up sick, exhausted, zoned out like a zombie. People who sleep less than 6 hours lose up to 6 extra working days a year compared to people who sleep 7 to 9 hours. Point 3: poor performance. When your cognitive function is impaired, you can't cope with workplace demand or even your own personal work goals. Suddenly, everything feels harder than it should be. Point 4: long term earning drops. And this is for the younger listeners too. If you're a student staying up till 3 a.m. for no reason, it will impact you. Lack of sleep in teenage and young adult years affects skill development, learning, memory, long term earning potential. So, yes, even kids need their sleep if they want to have a richer future. Sleep also costs you money in sneaky ways. Now, this part shocked me when I was researching. Poor sleep is linked to heart disease, depression, anxiety, weight gain, all the expensive stuff which can rack up your healthcare cost. When you're tired, your reaction times drop, more car accidents, more repair costs, insurance premium goes up, and yes, sometimes legal fees. Being sleepy is very expensive. Lack of sleep makes people impulsive. That's how people end up gambling, making random speculative investments, or picking up unhealthy habits. No, not cute. And this is the most relatable. When you're tired, you overspend. You temporary relief, food, shopping, subscriptions you don't need. You're not thinking logically. You are just trying to survive. And here's the kicker, this is a vicious cycle. Poor sleep, bad financial decisions, stress, poor sleep. It's literally a loop, a toxic relationship, a situationship between you and your pillow that is not serving you. And this is why sleep is the first part of our AI conversation. Because if you want AI to help us reclaim time, we first need to protect the hours that matters the most to us. So, because I'm a responsible podcast host who is clearly entering her organized, put together rich girl era, I went out and actually tested some AI sleep apps. Let's be honest, they're not free. They all do this classic trick. Here's a 7-day free trial, babe. But after that, it's 99.99 yearly. Enjoy. Anyway, the first one I tried is called Shut Eye. The vibe is they promise to monitor your sleep, record every tiny sound you make at night, analyze your cycles, tell you how long you snored, whispered, sleep talked, coughed, breathed, existed, whatever. So I tried it, and I also force volunteered my sister to try it because she sleeps talk and I needed entertainment majorly. And honestly, it delivered. This girl was rambling full conversations at 2 a.m. We spent a solid chunk of time playing detective trying to figure out what she was trying to say. Meanwhile, I found out I cough at night, which is weird because I don't cough during the day. I don't know who my nighttime alter ego thinks she is. But the app at least gave me interesting data. It said I had 5 plus hours of REM sleep. I fell asleep faster than my sister. Overall, my sleep looked pretty good. Do I know how accurate it is? No. Do I appreciate not having to wear a ring or watch to bed? Absolutely. I'm going to keep trying it for next 6 days and see if it continues making sense. But honestly, if I was someone who only got like 3 hours of REM, I 100% be investigating why and fixing it. But because my sleep is decent and I fall asleep faster than a toddler after a tantrum, this isn't one of my big issue. Simply non AI tip, use sleep mode on your phone. This isn't AI, but it's elite. My husband uses it every night. One tap and boom. No random notifications, no weird alerts. The world is blocked, and he's like, good night, goodbye, don't talk to me. You only get calls from people you actually like, or if an intruder is breaking into your house, which honestly, both are equally important. If you have insomnia, there's another app I found called Stellar Sleep. This one is more science packed. It's an award winning CBTI app, cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, literally the gold standard treatment for insomnia. You take a quiz, which I personally did not finish because I have zero patience for app quizzes. But if you do have insomnia, this probably is worth trying. Their whole thing is understand your insomnia, personalize your plan, guide you through the CBT techniques, fix your sleep long term. I have no idea how much it costs because, again, I don't have insomnia and I didn't unlock the paid version. But the point is, there are AI apps that can help you if sleep is an actual struggle. All right, let's move on to the next big part of the day, working or studying. The classic 8-hour block. If you work in a company, you'll notice a trend. Everyone is investing in an AI. For example, my workplace has created its own internal AI system, basically a private version of ChatGPT that uses industry specific information. And if you're working or studying on your own terms, this is where AI becomes genuinely useful. ChatGPT is honestly one of the best tools you can use. I use it for everything: fixing grammar, spelling, formatting, rewriting whole paragraphs, generating ideas, helping me re explain information so it's clearer. Sometimes I'll have it read something, summarize it, and then I rewrite it in my own words. It saves so much time, it's free, so you don't have to feel guilty using it 20 times a day. And the bonus is you're not limited to text. If you ever need visuals or examples, you can ask for those too. For students, I also tried an app called Pensium AI. Hopefully, I'm saying that out right. It instantly creates study cards, flashcards, and quizzes. I tested it using Nelson Mandela's Wikipedia biography while reading Long Walk to Freedom, and it generated proper flashcards and started quizzing me. If you learn by drilling concepts or repetition, it's great. And with the studies I have coming up, I can definitely see myself using it more. For creative or specialized jobs, if your work involves video editing, audio editing, or anything digital, AI tools are everywhere. Just search free AI, your industry app, and Google will usually deliver exactly what you're looking for. AI is being integrated into nearly every type of work now. You just have to know what to search for. Because at the end of the day, time is money. The more time you save, the more time you have to focus on making progress, building skills, growing your career, or actually enjoying your life. Now we're going to talk about 1 hour community time, your invisible wealth network. So, what do we actually mean by community? Simply, the group of people you interact with regularly: family, friends, colleagues, neighbors, and your gym girlies, your culture circle, your spiritual circle, your hobby groups, basically the humans you don't mind replying to. Why does community matters for wealth? I did a bit of digging, and spending time with your community genuinely has financial benefits. Community builds something called social capital, aka the value you get from having strong relationships and networks. Think of it as an invisible wealth. No one sees it, but it pays you in opportunities, information, support when you need it. And honestly, I've seen this firsthand. My husband has built such a solid community over many, many years, long before I even entered the picture, and I swear, the man has someone to call for everything. Need a referral? He got one. Need to find a tradie? Done. Need advice about a job opening? Someone already messaged him. Need a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy? Covered. It genuinely pays to have a community. It can help in many ways. It can create opportunities. Someone in your circle might say, "Hey, there's a role opening at my workplace. Want me to refer you?" Or if you're in a real estate, someone might connect you to a buyer. If you're a lawyer, someone might refer you a client. This is free economic fuel powered by people. Second, financial resilience, aka emergency support without panic. Imagine you're in a crisis, car breaks down, unexpected bill, moving house, childcare drama. Having people to call is priceless. If you have been a decent human and helped others when you could, people will help you back. Not because they owe you, but because you're part of their circle. This alone saves money, stress, time, and emotional burnout. Third, informal financial literacy, the secret knowledge economy. You know those aunties and uncles who sit around talking? Yes, 50% of what they say is questionable, but the other 50 low key valuable. That's how you hear things like, so and so bought a house there and it doubled in value. This bank is offering better rates. This neighborhood is growing. This investment actually paid off. It's an informal way of passing information. filtered through people you trust, even if you take some of it with a pinch of salt. Plus, if your community has professionals, you have a real life, trustworthy access to your bankers, to your lawyers, to your accountant, the real estate agent, the business owner. These people won't do you dirty because the community will actually shame them into good behavior. Reputation is very expensive to rebuild. Bottom line, community is not just vibes, it's an asset. One that saves you money, open doors, protects you in hard time, and gives you information you would never find on Google. Fourth part of our day, household chores. We spend averagely about 1.5 hours in a day doing them. That quiet little time eating machine sitting in the middle of your day. When I looked into this, I realized something simple but true. Saving time on chores directly improves your finances. Why? Because less time spent doing dishes, more time to earn, learn, rest, think, create, or even just breathe like a normal human being. And honestly, we underestimate how much mental clutter comes from physical clutter. This is the equation. Decluttering equals less chores equals more time equals more money. You have probably heard of Feng Shui, that ancient system about harmony, flow, and energy. But practically speaking, it's about decluttering your space so your brain stops feeling like a browser with 47 tabs open. If your house is full of tiny random things, you spend forever dusting them. If you have 50 outfits you don't wear, your wardrobe turns into a fabric avalanche every time you open it. If you have 15 pairs of heels for 15 different occasions in 3 days, I see you. You're basically buying more stress to manage. Sometimes the answer is simple: less stuff, less cleaning, more time, more money saved or earned. In our home, we don't wear shoes inside because it means the floors don't look like a crime scene every 2 days. Less dirty, less mopping, less effort, done. Here's what minimizing chores actually does for your money: it frees up more income generating time, whether that's extra work, rest before you work, or time to upskill. It all adds up. It reduces stress related spending. When your space is calm, you're calm. And calm people don't panic buy random things at 9 p.m. It improves decision making. Ever cleaned your room and suddenly felt like you have your whole life together? That is real. Making your bed in the morning genuinely sets the tone for your day. And this is where AI fits in. We're not yet at the stage where an AI robot would walk in your house, clean your bathroom, and make you a chai. But we are getting there. Until then, AI can help us with scheduling and planning. AI can create proper cleaning routine for you. One woman wrote an article saying AI literally changed her life. She listed all her chores, dishes, bedding, bathroom, kitchen, and fed it all into an AI tool. The AI then split everything into a 5 day cleaning cycle. Boom. No thinking, no over planning, just follow the routine and get on with your life. And for the things that you can't automate, outsource. I'll give you an example. My husband loves lawn care. He's passionate about the grass in a way most people are passionate about holidays. The lawn should be award winning. But reality check: we work full time, we have hobbies, we are busy people, and the grass doesn't stop growing just because we're overwhelmed. 3 weeks go by, and suddenly the lawn looked like Amazon rainforest in the middle of a nice suburban street. So, what did we do? We hired a lawn company for 2 weeks. Problem solved, time saved, sanity restored. And anyone with a home knows this scenario. Lawns don't wait for you to have free time. Sometimes spending a little saves you a lot. We'll jump on to personal care. Here's how personal care affects your finances. Point 1: health costs. Ignore your well being long enough, and your body will send you a bill, a literal one, from the doctor. Second, poor decision. When you're exhausted or mentally checked out, you start making decisions like, yeah, I deserve this $200 purchase. I have been through enough. And that's when the budget is gone. Third, productivity and work. Financial stress makes you less productive, more foggy, more likely to call in sick. And if you run a business, stress is a silent business partner you never asked for, but it still takes a cut. How finances affect your personal life? If money is tight, stress goes up. Cortisol goes up, sleep goes down, mood goes sideways. And then, when you finally try to fix your health, you realize help costs money. Therapy, skin treatment, specialist, everything is from $129 per session. Thanks. So it's wild how the tiny things we do each day sleep, movement, eating properly, staying hydrated quietly stack up and shape our long term financial life. And this is how AI can help. AI is not at the stage where you type, fix me, and it sends you back a new personality. Right now, AI is more like the super organized friend who color codes her whole life, reminds you that your lunch break ended 12 minutes ago. AI care apps are specialized in meditation, nutrition, fitness, fasting, skincare, running, habits, mental check ins, basically, whatever your version of personal care looks like, there's an app for it. If you breathe, there's an app for that too. Sixth part of our day: phone and social media. This one hurts. We spend 2.5 hours a day on our phones, and that's the average, which means someone out there is clocking in 7 hours so that the rest of us looks good. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a mindful user, I'm a recovering addict. Social media is engineered to trap your attention like it's harvesting Pokemon. Your attention is literally their product. And don't even get me started on Netflix. There is so much content out there that does nothing but make you feel worse. But at the same time, I'm not anti TV. I'm pro intentional TV. If you've been working all day and you want to switch off your brain and stare at a screen, please do it. I fully support that. Just don't let Netflix autoplay you into a coma. Every platform now has AI in it: Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube. AI is everywhere. It's omnipresent, like glitter. You think it's gone, but it's absolutely not. These companies don't make money from giving you free AI features. They make money by keeping you scrolling. So be aware. Use the tool, don't become the tool. Now, seventh part of our day: free time and hobbies. Most people get about an hour of free time a day. Some days, your free time is literally just lying on the couch staring at the ceiling. And honestly, that counts. Free time is personal. If it makes you happy, it's valid. And whatever you're into, AI has an app for it. Basketball, there's an app. Go karts, there's an app. Cooking, there's an app. Painting, there's an app. Just hopefully not an app that involves mindlessly scrolling. I hope this episode has been interesting for you and actually added some value. Maybe even brought you a few insights you didn't know before. I genuinely had so much fun researching this one. And now, the only thing I need to remember is to cancel that free trial before they charge me $100 for absolutely no reason. Please hold me accountable. Before we wrap up, I want to say one last thing. Right now, and honestly, maybe even in future, life will never be about magically saving 2 hours or 3 hours a day. Even with AI becoming more advanced and more involved in everything we do, we're still human beings with real lives. We still have personal care, household chores, work, relationship, and responsibilities. Yes, a lot of manual tasks will eventually shift on to AI, but the brain behind everything will always be us. And with that, new opportunities and new tasks will show up too. So the goal isn't to eliminate everything, it's to become more efficient, more organized, and supported by the right tools. And that's really where AI shines together. not by doing your whole life for you, but by helping you streamline the bits that drain you, fixing your work email, organizing your calendar, helping you with the hobbies, or of course, answering absolutely anything through tools like ChatGPT. It's about having support, clarity, and structure, not outsourcing your entire existence. So, this was the second episode. And for the next episode, I have something really exciting planned. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. You know the family the Kardashians went to visit? The super rich, super glamorous, over the top, all the glitz and diamonds family? Yes, the Ambanis. But instead of talking about the outfits, the guest list, the drama, I'm going to dig into how they built that empire, the silent work, the decision, the risk, the mindset, their relationship with money, their relationship with opportunities. I'm always fascinated by where someone actually started and how they ended up where they are. It's powerful learning, and I think it'll be such an inspiring deep dive, not into the glam, but into the grind behind the glam. So definitely keep an eye out for that episode 3. If you're enjoying the podcast so far, or if you're resonating with the message and the energy behind Rich Girl Era, please share it with someone who might need a little mindset reset. A friend, a cousin, your sister, whoever deserves to step into their own Rich Girl Era. And leave a comment or a review. I would love to know who's listening. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.